Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi Shive, and this morning we're visiting with LaToya Drake. She's the Family and Consumer Sciences Agent in Barren County. Good morning, LaToya.
Good morning, Kristi. Thanks for having me.
It's always great to have you on the show, LaToya. And this morning you are going to make us a recipe using asparagus. And now, LaToya, I have to admit that asparagus hasn't always been one of my favorite vegetables, but it is now because I have found several ways that I really enjoy. So what are you making for us today?
Yeah, and sometimes I didn't like asparagus either growing up. I always found it to be a bit mushy. And what I've learned in cooking asparagus as an adult and developing my cooking skills, if you overcook asparagus, it's going to be mushy. But today I've got for you this plated up Kentucky Proud Asian-Asparagus Salad recipe. And it looks super delicious because, Kristi, I'm always looking for a good side item to eat with fried rice that I make at home or different Asian dishes. And this is a great way to add greens to your Asian entree, right? It calls for 1 pound fresh asparagus, 1.5 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of sugar or artificial sweetener, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and 2 teaspoons of sesame seeds.
Now, LaToya, these are flavors that we don't typically think of when we make our typical vegetables, but this is going to add so much flavor, right?
So much flavor. We're going to start making this up. We're going to make the dressing for this salad, and it's just the soy sauce. It's the sugar, and I'm using pure cane sugar because that's what I had at my house. So you use what you have at your house. Olive oil. If you've got canola oil, use that. Use what you have. And sesame seeds. Let's stir that up. But asparagus is the first spring vegetable, right? The signs of asparagus sprouting from the ground are how we know it's spring, actually, because it's one of the first things that's in season at the farmer's market. So asparagus in Kentucky is in season in April and May. So that's when you're going to find the best prices on it.
And purchasing from our local farmers is a really great way to support these families in our communities.
Yes, definitely, and give back to our local economy. More producers than ever are growing asparagus. Asparagus is a hardy vegetable, but it takes a few years to set. So that's some of the difficulty with growing it. But we've got information to help you grow it. Asparagus is super nutrient dense, Kristi. 22 calories in a half cup serving of asparagus. With 4 grams or 2 grams of protein and 4 grams of carbohydrate. It's packed with vitamin A and folate.
Wow, so we can feel good about eating this recipe. Now, LaToya, what do we do after we mix up the dressing?
So this was asparagus that I chopped up and I blanched, and there's directions on how to do that on this handy dandy recipe card. So I did that, and now I'm just going to add the dressing to it, and it's done.
Tell us again what's in the dressing, LaToya. There's soy sauce, sesame seeds,
a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of olive oil.
If someone was watching their sugar intake, they could use a
sugar substitute at the amount that is used to substitute it. Thinking about selecting asparagus, Kristi, you want to select the ones that are firm, and the most tender asparagus are going to be bright green with those purple tips. You want to avoid them if they have any scarring, if they're limp or mushy, if they're wilted, or if they're spreading. You don't want to eat asparagus like that.
LaToya, if someone is watching and they want this recipe, how can they do that?
So this and many other asparagus-based recipes are at your local county extension service. So you can reach out to the extension service. Many of us have recipe clubs, or these recipes are just open for you to get.
All right, LaToya, thank you so much for being with us today. You always bring so much flavor to the show. If you are watching and would like more recipe ideas, be sure to contact your local extension office. Thanks for watching and have a great day.